back live right now. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Urbandrei. We might be live, actually. I'm not going to say we're live just yet, because every time I say that, I'm wrong. But let us tell everybody that I'm alive. I'm live and alive. Everyone now should be aware that I'm alive. And, yeah, we're back. We got a game jam to get started in. I'm not even going to pause. We're going to just jump straight into this. Okay. So, last we were here, we worked on the light, and we got some of it working. That being said, we're not quite done with it yet. What we need to do is we need to fix the light sources. I think either we start by fixing the light sources. No, we're not going to do that. We're actually going to start. Change my mind already. We're going to start by creating the maps. I think that shouldn't be too difficult. We're going to do my usual stuff. We're going to use my map builder thingamabob. And what we're going to do is we need to create so when we click the walls, it will create the actual, it'll give us an array of the walls positioning. We need to do that. So I probably should get an array already. Walls array. Start with that. Also, you guys can hear me, right? Is my audio working? Testing audio. Yeah, you guys can hear me. Perfect. I probably should also wait. Let's open up the Twitch and everything. I believe my YouTube. There we go. Got the Twitch up. Everything should be working just fine. Actually, you know what? Twitch on here. That makes more sense than YouTube down here. Sorry, I'm trying to trying to figure this all out. Okay. Now everything looks a lot better. Now let's jump straight into it. So, we're going to first start by one second. We need to create an array of all these things. I'm going to split this off properly. Zoom out just a little bit. Okay, and now what we want to do is on every single iteration, we want to push a new array. No, I'm wrong. We don't want to do that. That's incorrect. The first thing we want to do is we want... Yeah, I'm wrong. We don't need to do this. All we have to do is we get the event.source element, event.source element dot style dot left dot slice 0, -2. Parse in the entire thing. And we're going to call this our x variable. Hello, Piplup. It's been a while. How's it going? Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to my craziness. How's it going? We'll do top here, and then we're going to walls dot push x comma y. Wait, no, it's gonna be this divided by 10. Okay. Okay. Good. Just too EP to stay up late, East Coast. Yeah, no, I feel that. Honestly, it's EP for me as well to stay up as late as I have been. But I do it. I do it for the viewers. I do it for my community. I do it for the people. The people. But yeah, no. So right now we're doing pretty good so far. We have this thingamabob. I probably want to do... I want something to actually output the array of arrays. So we're going to add a output is equal to document dot create element. I'm going to create a paragraph, and we're just going to document dot body dot append child output. And then whenever we do this, we're going to do output dot inner HTML will equal to walls. And that should do it. Now we're going to save it. We're going to run the map maker. Okay. Okay, this is going to take forever. Okay, I'm going to need a way to fine tune and also to... If I go like this, no, this isn't going to work. Okay. We're going to need a way to quickly draft these maps out quicker than this, because this is kind of ridiculous. It'll actually take us forever. Also, I should create a tessellation of the map so we can actually count the map. So we got a couple more stuff to do. So, and on top of all of that, we want to make it so that the map itself is... we can create it from a input. Actually, scratch that. We don't need that. That part is simple. That part is simple. So, step number 1. We're going to do square.style.background color is equal to... We'll just do some BS for this. Actually, I might just drag this code. Plus this. Top parentheses to okay. Oh my god. Okay. Times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in the very front of all of this, we're going to add in a hashtag. And now, theoretically speaking, if all is done well, when I run this thing, it of course doesn't work. That's excellent. Actually, let's take a look and see exactly why it's doing this. Oh, a bug. Undefined reading left. What is undefined? Wait, what line is the problem on? HTML 11. Okay, zoom out just a little bit. Ken's here! Yay! Okay. So it's complaining about reading. Oh, wait, it's not source element. It's just square. Okay. Now, this should just work. Hey, look at that! We have ourselves a neat looking thing. And I should do +1 parentheses here to make it an actual, like a proper dither. And with all that said and done, now when I run this, okay, that made it worse. Looks really cool, but that really made it worse. Let's do like 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Run this and see what happens. Hey, that's a lot better. Maybe we'll do 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Put this all in parentheses. No, even better. We're not going to do that. We're going to just do +4 times 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. We're going to add a ×2 here. So we're going to just do a little more weird math, and now it should be lighter. Nope, it was not in fact lighter. That's not good. Let's do +7 here. Back here. Yeah, that works. That's pretty nice. And then we want to do add some more stuff into this portion here, where we want to check if this is true. Then this is going to be true. This is going to be so ugly. This is borderline unreadable. So that'll be true. Else equals black. That'll be true. Oh, it's Daisy. Don't need that. And we actually want to move this outside of the logic so we can actually use this coordinate system. So we'll take this coordinate system and we're going to use the X and Y to essentially determine. So if it's already black and we're moving it, we want to remove it from the actual from walls. So walls dot index of actually it's more complicated than that because we need to do this. We need to first determine what is the position. So we got to go for let I equal 0, I less than walls. Actually, we're already using I, so we got to move it one above. I, J, K. We're going to use K. K less than walls dot length. k plus plus. And we're going to do, we're going to set I equal -1 initially. Not I. L is equal to -1. If walls L, no, walls K, walls K0 is equal to X, and walls K1 is equal to Y, then we're going to for the record, I know that all of our nested loops are just horrendous right now, but really it's, once it's set up, it's just n time. So, well, really n squared time. Really constant because it's a upper limit on how many blocks we're doing. So I know, I understand. I know what you're all thinking. It's fine. It's fine. Also, by the way, guys, he's, you know what, actually, on that note, let me put stream avatars. Stream avatars. While we're typing this all up. So L is equal to K. And then actually, we don't do that because we just want to remove it from the equation. So what we'll just do is we'll do it in reverse because we want to remove it properly. Okay. Yeah, it looks good. Okie-dokie. Back to the code. Back to code. Okay, but now what we're going to do is, so we'll do it in reverse. So we'll start at walls.length -1. We'll go to 0, so greater than or equal to 0 because it's nasty when we do it this way. And then we're just going to do walls.splice. And we're going to do k, 1. And that should remove whatever we're trying to remove from the equation. There are some ways that we could do this a little bit better, but I think this works out just fine. I guess just run it and see what happens. I think we wrote a lot of code, so hopefully it just works. So all removing it and adding it works fine. Now we need to actually, let's move the location of the result. So it's going to be going from 0 to 10 times 5500 pixels. We're going to be, let's put it at 600 pixels just to be safe. So output dot style dot position. We want to be able to position it relative to the other elements. It will output dot style dot top is equal to 550 px. That works just fine. We run this thing, and now we should be able to get all these things. Now, as you can probably tell, it's missing the brackets, which is a problem. It is working, though. I do need to actually make it so that it updates the walls when we remove as well. Actually, we'll move this out. We're going to move this outside of the logic because it does not need to be there. So let's first actually also sort walls. Walls.sort, and we're going to add a sorting function. I think you do it this way. Return if A0 not equal to A1, return A0 greater, whoops daisy, B0, return A0 greater than B0. Else we're going to do return A1 bigger than B1. And after that, what we're going to do is we're going to output that. That should be pretty good. Save it, run this. Of course, we have a bug. It's probably the sort. I'm calling it right now. It's probably the sort. No, actually, it's me forgetting parentheses. I have sinned. There we go. Let's go back. Now it should work. Let's see if this actually sorts it out properly. So 16, 19, 9, 12. I don't see it actually, no matter where I'm placing it, actually sorting it in a way that works like I'm expecting it to, which is not good. Hello, Limonage. How's it going? Welcome back to stream. I'm creating my own wall, my own map building software, as I have a tendency to in these projects. But also, Limonage. He's here. He's always watching. So what are we coding? So right now, what we're coding is cool merch. I like it. Yeah. Eventually, I actually could. I could get this out. I could make this available for you guys, and even give you guys a nice discount on them too. But I haven't decided if I want to use the company that I can use. Quite frankly, it's actually available. If you guys really wanted to, you could find it. I think if you have to be really smart about where you look, though. It's kind of in a weird spot, but there is a way to, with enough elbow grease, you could find where it is right now, or you can make it yourself. Actually, quite frankly, it might be easier for you guys to make it yourself than to find one I currently have placed on the web somewhere. The issue is there's a lot of like caveats to using it, and I'm definitely not going to make as much money as other solutions, but also it's a company I really like, so it's really I'm torn. I'm really torn. I'm also I like the shirt. It doesn't feel bad. It doesn't feel bad. It isn't like the best feeling t-shirt I've ever had either. So I don't want to like it feels okay. And the print quality is decent. It's not bad print quality. It just isn't perfect. I'm not sure if I want to like settle for that. But no, I still love doing this. And the little guy going dunk 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 dunk. I find it hilarious. I can just do this, and now I have like a little guy that's just walking around on my screen. Like it honestly, it looks almost as if he's like actually like a PNG I put up here. I can just drop it in. Fun. I love it. I love this merch a lot. Honestly, I'm gonna be wearing this when I'm out and about. You'll see me wearing this shirt. Anyway, that's off topic now. So we built a map building software. It's currently not working because why would it be working? Well, okay, it's working. It's doing everything right. The issue is I want this to be sorted when I run it, and it is refusing to sort itself. I haven't done an actual sort function in a while. Probably should double check that. Oh, negative and positive. Hello, Polito Patino. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Apid Boy. I'm sorry, Polito, but I'm kind of crazy, and I've already started. I do everything in JavaScript. It's kind of a thing I do. Okay, so I think what we got to do in this case is, so if it is positive, let's do negative like this. It might do this in the wrong order, but this should theoretically work. Question mark, question mark. Let's run it and see what happens. Oh, look at it. It's going in the wrong order, but it's working. So then let's reverse this. Let's reverse that. And now we have, so let's try it. Let's do it in the wrong order. So this first, then this. That's correct. And then let's do one that is between them. So it should be this, then that's, is that right or wrong? Wait, 1 second. So it's X, then Y. So this one should be 9, 10. No, that's wrong. Bro, I make games in C++? No, oh, no. I'm believe me, I will not judge anybody for using whatever language you want. Quite frankly, all the power to you. If you made a game and I was playing it, maybe I'd make some comments based on performance and so on. But unless I really cared, I wouldn't be like, oh, this feels like a C++ game. No, I think anyone should use whatever. I think the end result is the most important part of the game. Just making sure it works, it's bug free, it looks cool, etc. You got all that sorted, then you're in a great spot. So no, make games however you want to make games. I do not judge. I make games in my way, which I would not recommend, but also I recommend for smaller games. My way gets very cumbersome for bigger games, but in there lies the fun. Okay, but so A0 is different than B0, so we want. Okay, wait. So I get it. So these are all okay. No. This is right. This is right. Okay. Nope. This is good. Okay. So I think the only difference is if this goes here. Yeah. Okay. It's all working fine. The main difference, what I want to do now is I want to give support to drag clicking as well, because it's going to make it much easier for me to actually do this easily. So I'm going to do, so we have a mouse down event. Do we have a mouse down event? Wait, how's this working? This is an on-click event. We don't want on-click. We want to add 2 more events. So document dot mouse down. No, document. Can I do document dot mouse down, or oh no, I gotta make add event listener. I gotta do add event listener. How sorry, my brain is like operating on 2 hertz right now. I can only process like two thoughts at the same time. That's not what that means, by the way, but we're gonna pretend that my brain just literally stopped. You guys saw it happen, right? Just my brain just going from like operating to not operating. Oh, lineage. Last we were talking. Fair point from lineage as well. It does really depend on what kind of type of game you're trying to make and what language. I think I would actually put more weight on what. I think anybody can make anything in any language. I definitely think that some languages will give you a more uphill journey, especially if you're not using other people's work. How are your studies going, Laminage? I think last you were talking, you were studying for like going through that one project. I haven't taken a look at it yet. Well, I'm planning to at some point. We need to make. What am I thinking? Okay, so we need mouse down event. We want to have a m down equals false. M down is equal to true. I'm going to add another event listener. Mouse up. False. We're going to do. Oh god, this is not good. I need to do this though, because if I don't do this, it's gonna be a pain. No, I know I'm gonna do this. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I know I'm doing. Last x equals 0, last y equals 1 or 0, and then we're gonna add document dot add event listener mouse. Wait, is it on move? Mouse move event listener JavaScript. It is mouse move. I'm right. Who'd have thunk? Client X, client Y. Also, my watch is running out of battery. Okay. That feels so good, by the way, taking your watch off after a long day. Remarkably good. But yeah, no, so Limonage said, if you're making a 2D game, JS, Python, C# and Godot are good options. 3D, C# and Unity, and if you're looking to make games for fun of yourself, etc. So to each your own, use what you want to use depending on the game. Truer words were not said. Okay, so we're gonna do event. And if you're crazy like me, use JavaScript for everything. Those are my true words. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to add new x is equal to event.clientx over 10. New y is equal to event.client y over 10. And then we're going to do if new x is not equal to last x, or new y is not equal to last y, and m down, then we're gonna do how are we gonna do this? So Limonage is saying the only time I would argue that C++ is a must is if you want to work in the gaming. Oh yeah, no, if you're trying to get a job if you're trying to get a job, then of course your hands are tied, for sure. Absolutely. But if it's for yourself, it doesn't matter. If it's for a job, then yes. Follow. At that point, it's called industry standards. And you're at that point your hands are very, very much so tied. But until that point where that is a consideration, do what you like and enjoy it. Okay. So we have this. We have that logic. Okay, we want to find... This has quickly become a project of its own, I realized. Truer words have never been said, yes. Oh god, it's gonna be so painful. Okay. I'm gonna hate this because we're losing any efficiency, by the way, that we've had so far in this thing. Tag name. Okay, we're gonna create a... Okay. Efficiency is out the window. Just for the record, anyone who's watching this, I am fully aware that what I'm about to do is killing our efficiency. But at this point, there's a better way of doing this. I can think of them. I don't have time to think. I don't have time to like hash out the most efficient solution. We're just gonna go for a solution. So we're gonna do get elements. Oh, about that, by the way. Today I did a medium lead code, and I got like bottom 10% for efficiency and memory usage. It was because normally I get like 75, 50 at like the worst, but this is the first time I've had a solution that's been like bottom scraping the barrel. So that was interesting. That was an experience. Dot for each element alt. I'll do that. That looks cooler. I like how that. I don't even know why I care. I really shouldn't, but I like how that looks. The element. Oh, you clipped something? What did you clip? Really? So Lyman is just saying, the only time I would argue that C++ is a must is if you want to work in the gaming. Oh yeah, no. If you're trying to get a job, then of course your hands are tied, for sure. Absolutely. But if it's for yourself, it doesn't matter. If it's for a job, then yes. Follow. At that point, it's called industry standards, and at that point your hands are very, very much so tied. But until that point where that is a consideration, do what you like and enjoy it. Yeah. So only one stutter in that entire clip. I'm proud of myself. I'm learning. I'm adapting. I've been coding while talking. You guys don't understand. Just me trying to communicate while talking or like while coding is a skill that I'm trying to train, and it's such a useful skill for streaming and for job interviews and everything else. I think for the industry it's not useful at all, but for this stuff it is very much useful. But yeah, no, I'm very happy that I've been training this skill. Also, I wrote like how many lines of code for this? Oh, okay, never mind. Actually, 63 lines of code is not that crazy. I can't say that I'm doing too crazy with this one. Dot style, dot left, dot slice, comma 0, -2, parse int. For those who are curious about why I do this weird expression whenever I'm doing this, is because it went well? Yeah. What I'm basically doing is I'm getting the styling of the character. I then, so this is in pixels though. So I remove the pixels and I change it to an integer from a string. So in doing that, now I have an integer that I can actually manipulate a little bit easier and do mathematics with. So that's why I do all this crazy stuff all the time. So if is equal to new x, and this craziness is equal to new y, then I'm going to zoom out just a little bit because our code is getting kind of unmanageable. We had a job interview today. It went well. When I saw their tech stack, I was like, hell yeah. Nice. Good job. I'm sure that Python, Java, JavaScript, C#, .NET, and Visual Basic. So yeah, no, that must be a great feeling. I have not personally experienced that yet, but I can imagine that feels really good. Congratulations. That's awesome, Limonage. I'm really happy for you. Hopefully one day I'll be in the same boat, but no, that's awesome. That's really crazy. Hey, no, the thing is if the stack looks good and you feel pretty confident about it, that's huge. I mean, obviously there's probably more steps and more stuff that's involved, but no, I mean, I guess I'm preemptively congratulating you. Obviously, the industry is the industry after all. We might be mourning the loss of a plausible job opportunity as well in the next coming days. So maybe I shouldn't get your hopes up. More interviews, yeah. Okay, so now this here should do everything we need. So if that's the case, then we're going to do this crazy logic right here. Just copy all of this here, just dump it inside here. Oh God, this is, oh boy. For those of you with sensitive coding coding inclinations, look away now. Okay, I'm not even gonna try to clean this up because this is nasty. This is absolutely the nastiest code I've written in a long time. Let's see. So if black, else this, then sort, else walls. Where does this fall into place? Why is this? Okay, wait, that's here. Yeah, that's where it is. Okay. I just cleaned it up so I can actually read this a bit better. Hello, 2rule. I got it right this time. I had to think about it for a second. Line 69. 69. Gotta add a. Oh. Does that count? I think that counts. I'll say it counts. What if on every line that I was not supposed to do it, I added a comment like that? That would actually be hilarious. That's so troll. Okay. But it's for an intermediate programming analyst position. That's awesome. Okay. All of this is correct. Okay, what we gotta do is gotta change all of these. Okay. For each element, if all this is true, then hopefully my if I'm missing a bracket at this point, it's gonna be a fun time fixing it. We're gonna replace this if it's black. Dot style. That's just the logic. Else this style black push. Okay, everything else is correct. Oh yeah. This should work. This should work. I'm calling it right here. We're saving it and we're gonna run it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Line 55 is not a function. What do you mean it's not a function? Was it document.body? It's probably document.body. Hey, but at least everything else is accurate. Okay. It's not a function. What do you mean it's not a function? Get elements by tag name. Did I get elements by tag name? Document.body, get element tag name.inner.html. It's an array. Well, I'm just asking if I have a Kit Kat. No, I don't have a. That's a chocolate bar, right? No, I don't. I have a Red Bull. Um. So okay. So in my mess of a code, what I'm trying to do is because of the way I've done things, and quite frankly, I know that I'm shooting myself in the foot. I could actually fix this by doing something earlier, but I'm not going to do that because I'm lazy. Actually, I might do it if this continues being a problem. But what I have is I essentially have this thing here where I'm getting all the elements that are of the div type, and then I'm for eaching through them to figure out which one is the one I'm currently passing through. It should be an array. So this is a for each, and I should be iterating through it by element. But the issue is it's saying that this here is not a function. Or maybe is the for each not a function? Am I typing this wrong? No, I'm like 99% sure this is right. No, this is 100% right. Yeah, no, absolutely. I could map. I'm gonna try something. Let's just do that and see what happens. Let's console log temp. Interesting. So why is this? So that part is for sure working. We're getting an array of divs. Is it saying that the part in here is not a function? We have this here. Closes off in here. All that's correct. Okay, so going up there, going down here. Okay. Oh boy. So collapses down here. Honestly, what I might just do here is we're just gonna do this. Again, I might actually do this in a different way. If I had to redo this, I would have actually done a smarter choice earlier. However, I'm already off the deep end, so we're just going to continue on this route until I am forced to leave said route. We're going to just steal this and just dump it every possible location that is physically possible to dump it in. There we go. And now we save, and now we run it, and hopefully it works. Element is not defined. Oh, wait. Did I forget element somewhere? Oh, it's not temp, not element. Why are you complaining? Okay. Let's try running this. Right now it's working. It's no longer giving us bugs, which is... I will say, why is it... It shouldn't be giving us that many positives. So if new x... Oh, wait. Okay, I know what the issue is here. Math.floor. That should solve our issue here. Honestly, that actually solves a lot of my questions. I was actually thinking about this earlier, but I completely did not. I forgot to implement it. Still incorrect. So math.floor event.client x over 10. Console.log new x plus comma plus new y. Run it and see what happens. Why? Why are you complaining? Oh, I know why. We need to first do new last x is equal to new x. Last y is equal to new y. We forgot to update. And now, hopefully, well, that's completely incorrect, but this is looking pretty good. Yeah, perfect. Perfection. Now all that's left is making sure this actually works. So these things popped up for no reason. That's actually really bizarre. I know why. I know why. I know why. What we want to do here is over 10. If this line wasn't already really gnarly. And now, hopefully. Oh, yes. Perfect. God, look at the bugs, but X is not defined. Okay. Easy fix, easy fix. New X, new Y. Good night, NAP boy. Sleep well. Get some good rest. And hopefully next time you see me, I'll be in a... I'll have this finished. I think I'm close. So close. Honestly, after we're done with this, we have so much more to do. This is not even like scratching the surface of what we need to do. I will say the more I'm looking at this, the more I think we might actually want to do something a little teensy bit different. I'm not going to think about it right now. Not worth my time. It's going to be painful later, but right now, we will keep trudging along as we always do. Okay. Let's just fix it. We need new X, new Y. Oh wait, new X here. New Y. Okay, and now, theoretically speaking, oh, clearly a bug when our element bug. Where is there an element bug? Found the element bug, and now we are just going to run it and see what happens. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Last piece of the puzzle. With this, we're in a good spot. Oh boy. Man, a full hour, mind you, and all we've managed to do is create the mapping technique. Oh boy. Okay. So for the last part of my last trick, this part here is incorrect. We actually want to do this in a different way. String is equal to empty. I'm gonna just Again, this is horrible, and my computer is going to hate my life. But we're going to do string. We're going to start the string off with a bracket. Then for I, no, we want to do for k equals, no, we want to do L equals, no, we want to do, I'll do Z. We haven't used Z yet. Z equals 0, Z less than walls dot length, Z plus plus, and what we're going to do is string plus equals bracket plus walls Z 0 plus comma plus walls Z1 plus bracket comma, and then once it's done with that, we're going to slice it. String equals string dot slice 0 comma minus 1 plus end bracket, and then we're going to set this equal to string, and then we're going to copy this nightmare and we're going to paste it again right here. Let's give it proper spacing, and the nightmare is over. Let's just see if this works. Oh, look at that beauty. Okay. This is a true work of art, and I can literally see the browser struggling to deal with my vastly inefficient code, but it works. That's all that matters. Okay. I do think, in retrospect, let's like lower this. Let's make it a smaller size, because I feel like at this point it's kind of ridiculous, especially for the kind of maps I'm thinking about. I'm thinking let's bring it down, back down to 20. I think 20 is the magic number here. So let's do 20. And I'm going to keep everything else the same. It should not matter in the slightest. And there we go. Yeah, looking pretty good. And that is very incorrect. That's fine though. I know why that happened. That's an edge case. Okay. We're done. We're done. We're done. Don't gotta think about this. Next up, we're going to create the map. We need to create several maps. First map, we're going to keep it very simple. Now that we actually have this, now we can actually work to make this happen. The happenstance. Okay. So what I'm thinking for the first map is I want something simple. Something that like is still challenging enough. Actually, no, first map, we're going to quite simply just create for ourselves a wall. And I'm not even gonna, this is the first map. I'm not even gonna give them a chance to fail this map. We're gonna just literally build a wall here and here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. And I'm actually gonna make this doubly thick. You know what? Scratch that. We're gonna just I'm so glad I implemented this. This would be such pain if I didn't do this. So first map. Quite literally just a bunch of walls. And we're going to have a starting point here and the ending point here. I think on every map, I'll have the starting point be here and the ending point be here on every map to kind of keep it consistent. So simple. Very, very simple. So let's just zoom out and drag our wall data. I'm literally going to just make a text file and save this. Map 1. There we go. Map 2. I think for map 2, we're going to do something very slightly different. For map 2, I want to introduce the concept of a key. So for the key, we're going to just open up a little spot right there. And there we go. We're going to put a key right here. Simple. Copy this. Paste this there. Map 2, done. I think we're also going to introduce more variables for keys and stuff, but right now it does not matter. And then the next one, we're going to introduce the concept of the lights. And I think how we're going to do this is I want to create a very interesting looking map. I think for this one, we're going to do we're going to open up the map a little bit. I do feel like I should have made it so that when I drag, it's only a single color. That was a mistake. That was an oversight. It's fine though. Okay, this was done very poorly. Okay, so for this one, I want to introduce the concept of the lights. So I want a light that travels back and forth here, and I want to give it several holes for it to look through. Like this. And I want it to like kind of shine out. Maybe we'll do 2 lights, kind of keep it like, I think it'll look really interesting. It'll look really cool. Maybe we'll like have like a little platform in front of these 2. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Or maybe this is too much for like a level 2 map. Like a level 3 map. That'd be too complicated. Maybe for this one, we're just going to have the light with like one single thing. So basically when the light sweeps through this, we're going to see it for sure. I think that is the vision. So that's how we're going to handle this one. Oh God, what's happening? Oh boy. That is not good. Okay. Map 3, we're going to introduce the light. I think map. Well, okay, map 3, we're going to introduce the light. Map 4, we're going to start introducing the enemy. Honestly, actually, let's just start with this right now. We have 3 decent maps that are gonna really like. We're gonna have the key element and the light element. That's the 2 features we care about the most right now. Let's get this working, and then once we have this working, let us then we'll go from there. I think this is gonna be probably like the best thing we can do at the moment. So let's begin. So I think so. We have our maps. Let's save our maps first. Map data. And on the map data, let's it's so funny after working on the map maker and like this ridiculous piece of code, then look at the actual game code we've worked on so far and it's just like nothing. It's actually really funny to me. I think for right now, let's first start by creating the map itself. It's very simple. What we're gonna do is okay. Let's actually first introduce the maps. So map 1, map 2, map 3. I'm also gonna open the door actually because I just remembered. This room is boiling. The other rooms are not. Hopefully this will make this a little better. Ken started a battle royale. I think there's only a couple of us though. Okay, so let's get our map data. Put the map 1. Map 2. Map 3. What we're going to do is we're going to introduce X and Y. Player X is going to start out at we said it's always going to be in the middle part. So it's going to be at, let's say, 2 or 1.5. Player Y equals 10.5. Limonage won the Battle Royale. Okay. And now we're going to do current level. Equals 0. I can already think of some really cool special effects you can do, but I'll speed off. How much time do we have actually? I'm not entirely sure how much time we have left in the game jam. We have 2 days, 16 hours. I just want to kind of have like several levels, like enough for like maybe like 10 minutes of gameplay. And then from there, we're going to just you know, if we have time, we'll add more stuff, obviously. So I think what we're going to do first is when we're doing this, let's just do for I equals 0, I less than map 1 dot length I plus plus. So for all the elements of map 1, we're going to do grid map 1 0 comma or map 1 1 dot style dot background color is equal to black. Let's run it and see what happens. I don't know what I'm looking at, actually. Oh wait, I'm zoomed in. I'm not zoomed in? Okay. Then I actually have no idea what I'm looking at. Oh wait, actually I think I know what's happening. Do I know what's happening? Wait. What is happening in this code? So why are we getting this really weird effect? Wait, it's not. Okay, I get it now. Map 1 I 0 map 1 I 1. Now let's try it. Let's comment out the rest of this right now because this does not matter at the moment. So we can focus on the critical portion, which is this one. So save it, run it. Okay, why is this not working? Let's try map 3, just for fun of it. It's still not working. It still looks pretty bad. Oh wait, let's remove this. Oh, there it goes. Problem solved. Okay. Now let's introduce the character. So let's use an input system. To essentially, we're going to use my usual way of doing this to actually see what keys are pressing and to begin creating an actual game out of this. Let's zoom in just a little bit. So if event, no, if input dot include, so if input does not include event dot key, input dot push event dot key, and on the key up, we're going to set I is equal to input dot index of event dot key. And if I is not equal to -1, so if there is a spot for this key, we are going to remove it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to set interval, create a function, have the update function. And now we're going to start we're going to create a player element. So player is equal to document dot create element. For now, actually it'll be a div no matter what. And player dot position is equal to absolute. Player dot height. Oh, player dot style. So Daisy. Actually, just going to use square for this for right now. Player.style.background color is equal to, we'll do blue for right now. And we're also going to do player.style.left is equal to min. Well, let's literally just copy this right now. No need to recreate the wheel on this one. We're just going to do I is going to be player player X, player Y, no, player X on both, player Y, player E. And then document dot append child player. Document dot body. Save it, run it, and let's see what happens. We have a player. It looks like it's in the right spot. Now let's do if input dot includes W, if map one, cur map equals map one, map three. For I equals 0, I less. There's a better way of doing this. I want to optimize later. If player X or player Y plus 1 so if it enters into the range of it, so player Y plus 1 is greater than cur map I blocked is equal to false. Cur map I 1 minus blocked is equal to true. If not blocked, then player Y plus equals 0.1. Player Y wait a second. Bigger than that, but also it is smaller So if we're below the character, below the block, I'll move up. So if the next step is bigger than 0.9, but it's smaller, the player Y is okay. That should be enough. This should be rigid enough. Oh, you guys can see the code. So this should be rigid enough. And then, so now we want it to be within range of the X. Player X plus 1. So player X plus 1. So that's 1. Must be greater than this. And I think I'm doing this wrong. Less than this. I think that's right. Let's just run it and see what happens. A worst comes to worst, it just won't work. Which of course is what happens, obviously. No bug, which is a good sign. Oh wait. Player X 0 and 0. Fix that. Now let's run it. Okay, so it's not working. Let's do a test first. So is this actually triggering? Console.log this. Should be. That should be triggering. Yeah, so that's triggering. The next test is what is actually blocking it. Player X plus player Y plus cur map I0 plus comma cur map I1. Let's run it and see what happens. So it doesn't trigger. So if that doesn't trigger, oh wait, I don't actually. Daisy. Okay. Now we actually update the actual, add an update statement as well. Okay, it's still not working. I moved the console log statement really fast. And now let's see if, whoops, okay, it's going the wrong direction. Okay, so that's all working properly. Good. So what I do want to do is, if it is blocked, you won Limonage, correct. You won the Battle Royale. I do want to make sure that doesn't actually... I'm not going to worry about it right now. Let's just finish adding all these statements. Okay. Let's zoom out just a little bit so I can actually read this. So we want to do this same thing for W, but this time it'll be minus is less than greater. And then minus equals here. I'm not really paying attention watching the boys on Prime TV, of course. No, I mean, right now, I will say what I'm coding right now is pretty gnarly. I honestly, it's mainly just me trying to stay sane while I'm doing this. Also, thank you for the whatchamacallit? The shout out. I'm doing good. I'm unstable. Welcome back to stream. Sorry, I got a little bit distracted for a second. Let's finish coding this. So, got the... Sorry, I'm kind of confused. One moment. What triggered a battle royale? That's what I'm kind of confused by right now. Ken won. Okay, the next part here is you'll have your revenge, Laminage. Okay. This should be D. One. Player Y. Cur map plus one. Player X. plus 0.9 less than 0 plus 1. Copy this. My cat found the box and now he's... He's currently making a nest in the box. I don't know if this is going to work, by the way, guys. I'm kind of like... kind of worried. This doesn't feel like it's going to work. Player X plus 0, 1, player X minus. Okay, let's give it a run and see what happens. I wrote a bunch of stuff. Okay. Oh, God. Okay. That's not right. Kind of goes into the wall there. That's not good. And when it's in the wall, it can't actually move forward. Back is not working and left is not working. Oh, wait, I think I know why left is not working. D S D and then A. So I fix that. Okay, so the issue right now is that it gets stuck in the wall a little bit. The good news is it seems like outside of that stuck in the wall behavior, it is behaving like it should be, which is really nice. There's a really heavy optimization we can do because the walls are sorted. That's the thing. I think I'll do that a little bit later. That's not really a top priority right now. I think a higher priority is first making sure that I don't actually pierce through the walls the way I am right now. So let's go back to the code and let's make sure that if blocked, actually, if I just change this to 1, will that fix it? I feel this actually might fix it just very, very simply. This isn't a great solution, but it should work. Let's see if this actually solves the problem. No, it does not solve the problem. It does look cleaner. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to... This is not the right way of doing this, by the way. So I'm just doing this out of simplicity, not out of elegance or propriety. So I basically just changed the, some of the variables a little bit. Yeah, so now it works. This isn't great, by the way, the solution I've done. This isn't a great solution, but now I can actually slide against the walls. We do want to make it so that I don't move faster on diagonals. again. Yeah. So I think the cool thing about this right now, though, as well, is here. I'm gonna actually do this right now, just to show you what I can do. Let's move cur map up here before when I create the map. And we can change this to cur map. And now when we change it to like map 1, for instance. And now we have map 1 done. Or if I change the code to like map 2, now when I update it, now map 2 is here. It does feel a little bit wrong. I think I'd move it to not 10.5, but 9.5 as a starting location. Yeah, that's correct. It's starting to feel very much like what's that one game called? The Impossible game. I think is really fun. Let's create the exit and create the key and um, get that part of it done and like the leveling part, and then call it a day. I think that's gonna be a good stopping point for this project today. So here's how we're gonna do it. So I'm gonna do like this actually. Cur map is equal to cur level is equal to 1. Cur map is maps is equal to map 1, map 2, map 3 is equal to maps cur level. Honestly, that's kind of a really roundabout way of doing this, but I think it works to my advantage in this case. Now what we're going to do is we're going to introduce something I'm going to call the hole. And the hole is going to be placed at consistently. So the x is going to be 20, 18.5, 18.5, and it's going to be at 9.5. 9.5. And what's going to happen is so it's going to be currently at green, pen child hole, and all of this should be accurate. And what I'll do as well is I'll create a function called remap. And remap is going to handle a lot of stuff actually, but right now it's all it's going to do is going to recreate the map, and it's going to redo the player location. It will also introduce other variables as well. Just discovered a hidden power lineage. What did you figure out? Sure. What's your power? Stop coding. Man, right in the middle of me creating the remap. You're unstoppable. Okay, I'll stop coding. I forget how long it's supposed to be. It's like 5 or 10 minutes. Should be in the description of it. Wait, let me take a look. Here, I'll put off this. 10 minutes, okay. Hey Siri. Timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes starting now.
Okay.
When the timer ends, you can say, Siri, stop.
So you guys have my full and undivided attention for 10 minutes. Now I have to talk to you guys. Absolutely. Man, I'm not coding, by the way. I'm not typing. I'm just scrolling down. Line 125. How should we annoy him? I don't think you guys can annoy me. You can try, but I don't think you can. Oh man, I needed a break anyways. I was starting to run on fumes. Limonage has an idea. Make my brain explode somehow. Okay. Absurd trolley problems. Let's look this guy up. Not that I don't trust you, Limonage, but I'm going to search it up without showing the stream for a second. Okay, looks pretty fun. Here, I'll put on the. Okay, absurd trolley problems. Level 1, the original. Oh no, a trolley's headed towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to another track, killing one person instead. What do you do? I will pull the lever. Honestly, this feels like something I would make, so I appreciate it. Oh no, a trolley is headed towards 5 people. You can pull the lever diverted to another track, killing 4 people instead. What do you do? I'd say that I'd still pull the lever because we're still saving. Like, again, if there's strangers, if I have no emotional investment, like if I'm just like faceless 4 or 5 people, I'd rather save one additional person. Oh no, a troll is head towards 5 people. You can pull a lever to divert to a trap, but your life will be destroyed. What do you do? Um, I don't have life savings, so it's kind of easy. But assuming I had life savings, I would still pull the lever. I have a feeling the other 50, whatever the people who diverted it would I don't know. I don't feel like I put that much value on money. Oh no, a trolley's headed towards 5 people. You can pull lever to divert to attract sacrifice myself dead. I feel like I would sacrifice myself. In the sheer moment, I would do that. I feel like I would. It would have to be a gut decision though. Like I would have to like do it before I actually think about it. It's kind of like going on a roller coaster, but a bit more terminal. Oh, absolutely, destroyed the original copy. Oh boy. Okay, this one's interesting because at this point there isn't really a like it's not like I'm saving lives in a situation. Right now it's an even for even. I think here I would just say that I would do it just because someone has to die and I might be profiting from this, but that's a net positive in this situation. Again, the reason why I'm saying this is these 2 people are. I mean, I will say I'm like 90% sure this is how our capitalism works, but that's just how it works. It's even Steven if these are one way. Like if I turn my head away from this, from the death that happens, either way somebody dies, and so this lever does nothing. And the only according to this, and all that happens, I get $500,000. So I'd pull the lever. The thing is, okay. I will say I don't buy the argument. So a lot of people say that by pulling the lever, you you have like you have a moral say in the thing, right? Because if you weren't there and you didn't pull the lever, then like somebody else would die. But also by me not pulling the lever, my absence is just as big of a moral sway. So that's why I don't really agree with that discussion. Okay, 5 lobsters versus a cat. I feel like cats are more sentient than Ken. This is for you, Ken. Lobsters or cats? I feel like just my gut instinct on this one is lobsters, 100%. Because I just feel like I think lobsters are just not. Yeah, I'm gonna save the cat. Okay, so in this case, I'd still say the one person who's wide awake, even though he's gonna feel pain. I feel like in this situation, when we're talking about death, I'd probably say that even though this would be painless, there's a greater loss of life involved. Sorry, guy. Okay, so if they tie themselves to the track, I'm okay killing them. At that point, they. Oh no, I feel like at that if it was someone I knew, that would change the equation for me. Because at that point, I have a personal stake in it. If it's pure strangers, though, I'd say that like right now, like in my moral opinion, my biased moral opinion, I'm just trying to. Just going by like assuming everyone's random stranger, like faceless. Um, so I would definitely do nothing here. If they want to die, then I will let them die. A trolley's head towards 5 people to leverage the speed of the trolley, which might make it less painful. If they're already gonna die, may as well make it less painful. But then your Amazon package will be late. What do you do? Obviously save the guy. My Amazon package is usually late anyways. The 22% of people who would kill a guy to have their Amazon package come one day later, that's crazy. I feel like that has to be bots at that point. Maybe I'm pretty sure that has to be the margin of error, right? Oh no, a trolley is headed towards your best friend. Okay, so in this case, I definitely will say that there is probably a number of people. There's a number of people where I would not kill. I wouldn't kill a city for my best friend, but I think 4 people. Hmm. Where's my line? I'm trying to decide like what my line is here. Hmm. I feel like at 10, I'd already be like, save the 10 people. No. Like, the thing is, I'm trying to decide what my line is. Like, I'm not stuck. I'm just trying to decide, like, at what point will my line, like, where's the balancing point for me? I'd say that this is pretty close to the balancing point. I'd say in this case, I would say my best friend. Okay, if it's unclear what is happening, but there is a loss of life involved, I would still probably. I'd still probably do something, even though I'm not entirely sure. I think this is like a best friend situation, but I'm guessing what you're trying to say here is like someone I really know and some people I don't really know. I think in this situation, if it's like a best friend versus people I don't really know, hmm. The things I don't know what levels we're talking here. So I'd probably say if you're all family at that point, I'd say it's moral even, and I'd probably just do nothing. I think baby versus elderly people, I'd probably do elderly people. Because I think at this point, like the loss of life for the little baby versus the loss of life of these, like just from a pure like age perspective, like if they're like elderly, let's say they have like 5, 10 years left to live. If it's five of them, that's like a cumulative 50 years. This baby could live to 100. I'd say that like if it was like 10 elderly versus one baby, I'd say that that's more difficult. But like five, I'd say that the loss of life is more. I don't think I care about the family because the family again the family's experience with with these people is also going to be equivalent, and this person will grow up potentially to have a family as well, and each of these potentially has a family. So I'd say that that's not really a consideration to me. Again, I think it's just purely a time perspective. I would kill the elderly. Me versus clones. I'd probably just if they're clones of me, I'd probably just wouldn't care at that point. It would suck, but I'd technically live on. Wow. Wow. Only 12% of people agree with me on this one. That's crazy. Really? Really? I guess it's the thing about like I don't know. That's crazy to me. Maybe I gotta think about that more. 10% chance. Okay, so basically these are both like the actual they're both equivalent from like a probability standpoint. But it's only really equivalent through multiple trials. I'd still go for the 10% here. Well, actually, wait, how it depends on how okay, I can handle this in two ways. So, if we handle it from a like maximal loss of life, this is the least amount of maximum amount of life. But there's like a 90% chance that nothing happens here. So in terms of like if tragedy happens or not, there's a 40% more chance, or like not even 40. It's 400% higher chance of a tragedy happening here, of somebody dying, than someone dying here. But the tragedy here would be 400% more than this one. I think I'd go for the smaller box of only two people just because it reduces the maximum possible. I think at this level, the chance of it like of it missing is still like not good enough. I think if it was like 100 people and like a 2% chance, at that point I would go for that box. Mm, I'd say that generally speaking, if like in that situation, if I knew that it would stop the combat, if I knew that killing someone, like for in this case, Putin would stop combat or stop a large loss of life, then yeah, I'd probably say I'd kill him. But if it was unclear the impact of it, then I would probably say like I wouldn't. I think me killing somebody is probably going to be a I think it's more of a moral negative, especially if I don't have to kill them. You know, if someone doesn't have to die, I say I wouldn't really want to do it. But if it's like a clear like X people die versus this person dies, I think that's different. So I think in this case, I would do nothing. Okay, I'm on the lose. I'm on the that side again. Trolleys head towards 5 sentient robots can pull lever, killing one human instead. I'd probably save the human just because I feel like bots, especially like how a bot works and like how like you can back up a robot, you can't really we can't back up a human yet. Oh yeah, obviously economic damage, lower economic damage. So yeah, so if I know for a fact that a trolley is gonna kill 5 people over time, I destroy the trolley. But again, I feel like this one's more complicated because I don't know exactly how many lives it technically saves. But I say because it wasn't included in the question, I'll just assume it saves 0. You're a reincarnated being who will eventually be reincarnated as every person in this classic trolley problem. What do you do? If I'm every single person in a trolley problem, minimize loss of life for sure. I mean, I just think about it. If I will eventually be everybody, like honestly, it's a good way to explain my point of view. Actually, this is actually an excellent example because if I'm everybody here, I'd only want to die this way once. I wouldn't want to die this way 5 times. Mm, I'd say in this case, pranking is a negative, so do nothing. I'd say that in this case, it is an even. I don't. Littering is bad, but I don't think it's deserving of like death bad. In that case, it's faceless. I would do nothing. So I'm guessing in this case, they're going to eventually die on this trolley. Either way, it's just do I let them live for like a while longer? I'd say their quality of life is probably bad if they're just on this troll that goes forever. Probably just pull it and put another misery. I would just save them. Again, I wouldn't kill if it does not have like a clear, like I feel like morally speaking, the end of a life is a huge thing. That's why they use it for the trolley problem. The only reason why we can have these discussions is because usually somebody has to die. The question is, how do we minimize this huge moral loss? I'd say in this case, so I think that because the loss is equivalent, I'd rather spread the loss across. I'd rather make a couple people's lives a little more miserable than like make one person's life very miserable. At this point, again, the loss is equivalent. If it was like all these guys have 50 years cut off, and this guy, or if this guy's 50 years cut off, I would just do, because it's equivalent. I'd rather spread it than put it all on one person. I'm not sure actually, because no, I would definitely want to spread it in this case. It's an even. I'd say in this case, I would do nothing. It's even, so I don't want a moral. Don't have a moral say in this. So obviously, I have a choice. But the game's going well. And I've solved philosophy. Killed County 6. This is my take on this. And that's. Okay, but back to the coding. So I think right now, what last I left off, we had the remap done. We had set remap to work here. And now when we do this, that's in the wrong spot. Okay. Yeah, no, it was definitely fun. Definitely a bit of a brain, a thinker. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is if player X, okay, 16.5, and player X is less than 18.5, and player Y in 32 minutes. I have another one for you. Well, I think we're gonna be calling it just a little bit. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. I have work early tomorrow, so it's gonna be I probably shouldn't be up for much longer. I'm sorry. Also, I do need to finish this game jam. Well, honestly, we're pretty close. I'm already like, this is already getting really, really close. We got to add the time element, but the time element's gonna be really easy. It's gonna be so easy once we get there. And really, the only thing that's gonna be really left is just adding some more levels, add the enemy, then add a bunch of artwork and music and a bunch of like random little details and stuff. Just fine tuning. And we have 2.5 days, and we're already here. We're already so close. Like, I think in the next like 2 minutes, we're gonna have this done. Let's just watch. It's gonna be good. Player Y is less than 10.5, and player Y is greater than 8.5. Then cur map cur level is equal to cur level plus 1, 3. And remap. Else okay. Oh wait, you guys can see what I did. I just added in a this logic here that does the end or the whole, and then we remap and add change the cur level, and we do this. So now let's run it and see what happens. So now, theoretically speaking, when we hit the end, oh boy, well, that's not great, being honest. Okay. This is bizarre. Why is this not working? See you, Laminage. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Best of luck on your... I will be streaming tomorrow, for sure. I really do want to finish this game jam. Hopefully I can just finish this thing. Let's see if this actually is running properly. Oh, wait. Probably want to first do for I equals 0, I less than... grid length I plus plus. For J equals... Hello, Golden Lotus Studio. Welcome back to the stream. Yeah, we're doing the duck game, or duck game jam right now. And before you ask, no, it has nothing to do with ducks. So the name is a misnomer at best. So let's modify a little bit of this code. This thing should work just fine. Now let's give it a run. Oh, that's not great. Oh, wait. I want to put this afterwards. Fix that. So the game jam. Okay, so some context. Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me just give us a quick run, and then we'll I'll explain what we're currently at. So let's go to test. We have this right here. Oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing. So yeah, so we have it's working. New level. New level. New level. Okay, everything's working just fine. Yeah. So context. This game jam is it's supposed to be just a web browser game. Actually, I'm gonna show you guys what the game jam is. So this is a Duck Duck Jam. The entire thing has to be a browser-based game-making competition. We have 2 days and 15 hours left to make it. The theme is crossing time. So it says that the main thing about it is that time needs to be a mechanic in the game. It has to be something that actually be like a major element of it. So right now it's a simple game. Right now it's right now actually how how it works reminds me a lot of the Impossible game. But the goal is I want to add to the element that's going to make all of this more interesting is I want to make it so that light, we're going to add like a light effect. Actually, what the initial thing we're working on today, I guess I can kind of show you a little bit if I uncomment some code. Let me just show you this really fast. So our initial work on this project is going to be, we have this thing here that's a light system. Right now it's just this weird, this isn't good yet. This is just like a test I did earlier. But the concept is, hello Karkstoxin, that when we'll have light sources moving around, and if you're in the light, you're gonna get frozen in time. So like the more lit your area is, the more slowed down the time is in that area. Hello Def and Default, how's it going? So that's the kind of main concept for this game. Is oopsie daisy. I commented out. I've got to save it. Yeah, so the main concept is that yeah, you missed a little bit, Karkstoxin. But yeah, so right now we just have this. So my goal is, let me just skip to the correct level. Because this is level 1. So for level 1, I just want to be like, you go from one side of the room to the other. Level 2, I will introduce keys. So level 2, there will be a key up here. You'll collect the key. It'll unlock the door, or it's going to be a hole in the end. It'll be a hole in the ground. And then in this one, we're going to introduce the light. So in this one up here, I'm going to have a light source that goes back and forth. And when it goes back and forth, it's going to illuminate this area. So you're going to get like a beam of light that goes across the field. And by doing that, you're going to see the effect where when the beam goes over me or over anything in the field, time is going to slow down for it. So I'll be stuck in time, then I'll be able to get past it and go into the next level. So that's what I have so far. Those are the 3 levels I've made. Also for this game jam, we also made a map maker. So this is just like a system I can use to like make new maps. And I have all the stuff, the map data saved down here. So it's my usual shenanigans where I create maps and stuff like that. And that's kind of where we're at right now. That's kind of like that is the thing. So that's kind of what we have so far. We have 3 maps. We have this very basic stuff, and we have the ability to create like the remap system, which allows us to have multiple levels and have us switch between levels and so on. So that's kind of where we're at. Next step is to introduce the keys, introduce the lights, and introduce the enemy, and then create some more levels, kind of like put it all together. Add some basic AI, add some basic movement. You're gonna find some folks in an animation duel with still sticking around though. I will say I'm about to call it a night just because I'm about to hit 3 hours or about to hit like 2.5. I'm actually past 2.5 hours, and I have work at 7 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, which is not even like it's 5 hours from now. So I'm probably gonna have to call it just because I want to be able to function at work tomorrow a little bit. I have like, how long is my day at work tomorrow? Tomorrow, my amount of work I have is I have 8 hours. I have a full shift, so it's probably not going to stick around for too much longer. But I might even start. I literally just finished what I was trying to finish. Actually, to be completely honest, like this part here, this was the biggest thing. Just getting the bear mechanics done, getting the leveling, switching, and so on. This is huge. So that's really good so far. The next step is gonna be to add lights, the enemy, the keys. Create like I think 10 levels total for right now. Maybe do some optimizations, add some artwork, add some music, add a main menu, add some text in the story and the tutorial system. And then we're gonna be set, honestly. That's really all that's really left. Oh, for everyone who's just joining us right now, it came in. Got it. The little guy. All hail the little guy. He's always watching you guys from now on. But yeah. That's a lot for 2 days? Not really. Honestly, the main thing for tomorrow and the day after that is gonna be, so we already have the map making systems. I can make several maps pretty quickly. Like right now, it's really just a matter of me drawing some stuff really fast and knowing what I'm doing. The lights, the lanterns, I'm gonna call them. We already have the lighting system done. It's just a couple more steps to make it full. So we have the lighting done for the lanterns. So all that's really left is to plot out some paths. So I don't think I'm gonna add an AI to the lanterns, just as straight line paths and like maybe some motion, maybe circular motion. So that's like the lights. Keys are just gonna be like regular pickups or maybe like a moving key if we want to do like a fun level. So the key level is gonna be pretty simple. So this is gonna be simple. We're already halfway there. It's really simple. It's gonna be like 2 lines of code. The hardest part probably is gonna be the enemy. I think I already know how it's gonna look like. I kind of want to build like a very simple AI using walls and stuff, so he kind of has like a bit of intelligence. So I think this is probably gonna be like at least like a 2 or 3 hour push for this guy. I think this will be the hardest part of this project actually. And the last thing is just adding artwork, adding some basic visuals and sounds and stuff, maybe some animations. This is just more like the victory lap. If we get all of this done and the levels done, then doing artwork and the main menu and everything else, that's gonna be just like the icing on top. It's not critical. I don't think I would consider that like if I don't do it, the game's ruined. I think it's still gonna be a pretty good game if we don't get to that. But it would be nice to get that done. And then all that's really left after that would be just submitting it, honestly. I don't think I'm gonna. The thing is, there's another game jam we'll be doing after this one. This one was kind of like a last minute deal for this game jam. I think tomorrow my goal is to get this done. If I can get this done in like maybe like 4 more levels, I'll be happy. I think that's doable for like 3 hours. And then I think the last 2 days or last day and a half, I'm gonna focus on this guy. That's gonna be my priority. But yeah, that's kind of it. That's what I'm trying to do. I was actually working some social media today. I think I'm starting to get some ideas. I'm starting to see how I'll be doing some social media stuff soon. So keep an eye out for that. I got some plans. I got plans. I got plans on plans on plans. So I'll be showcasing some of that soon. But yeah, I need to call it because my brain isn't working. It's nearly 2 a.m. and I got 5 hours until work. And tomorrow's not going to be fun, I can already tell. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Hope you guys all enjoyed the stream, by the way. I know we're closing up shop kind of quick, but yeah, I'll see you guys every. Oh, let me just focus for a second before my brain collapses. Thanks everybody for watching. If you haven't already, consider following the Twitch, subscribing to the YouTube. We have a Discord for all of our notifications. Following is the best way to like get notification from the platform, but where I post stuff and where I talk about stuff a lot more is Discord. So if you haven't already, consider joining the Discord. Special thanks this month to Rajesh and Limonage. Limonage for subscribing, and Rajesh for some coffee on Ko-Fi. Special thanks for that. What else do we have? Tomorrow we'll be again working more on the Duck Duck Game Jam. Hopefully we'll be done with most of it by tomorrow. I guess I'm not going to post this code just yet. I can put the code itself online, but I'm not going to post it on the itch.io just yet because we still have a bit more to go. I don't think we quite have enough people for me. Well, how many people do I have on Twitch right now? Let me double check. We have 4 people. I guess we have enough for a decent raid. Does anybody have a raid request? If not, I will pick a raid. Quite frankly, it seems like it's kind of dead tonight. I'm looking at my raids, my possible raids. I can't even scroll. It's a kind of a dead night. We could raid J Chili. Okay, I think if no one else, if no one else has a recommendation, we'll raid J Chili. I'll give it a second. Okay, I think we're just gonna raid J Chili then. So let's start that raid up. Again, thanks for watching, everybody. Sorry, I'm just mentally dead by the end of this. That's usually how it goes, but my apologies regardless. Say hi to J Chili for me. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.